A friend of mine recently, rightly, pointed out to me, I do well on my healing journey. They are proud of the strides I have made to conquer my insecurities and work through past trauma to a better mindset, but then one small thing doesn't go as planned. Suddenly I'm spiraling. I wanted to argue and tell them I don't trip over small things, but then I took a step back and realized I do, repeatedly and frequently. Small things can be simple. Forgetting to turn on the dishwasher before bed, or something complicated like I haven't spoken to a friend in a week. Suddenly I go from happily trucking along in my life path to dead stop and start over analyzing all the choices I made that led to this outcome. In my trauma experience, I continually reinforced the notion that I controlled my destiny. There is no accidents that carry us forward, only errors in choice or misunderstanding. This thought was good when I was in survival mode for years, and the choices were to put myself in a dangerous situation or go home. Very clear, not much wiggle room for error. But I'm not surviving anymore. I'm trying to live and thrive. So the choices are more complex, like to face my fears and try and have a baby, or deny the person I love the chance. When something goes wrong, for example, the pregnancy test comes back negative, for once that would have been the best outcome and given me waves of relief and peace, now it cascades me into self-loathing and a downward spiral, perpetuating the feeling of unworthiness. I don't know how to change that yet. I'm working on not letting minor cracks trip my feet out from under me, but I don't always see them coming. I wish I could just accept the little things as they are, small. But again, in the world I crafted during harder times, those small things are what led to big mistakes and warrant serious consideration and examination from every side. Welcome to the overthinking brain. How do I let go of the notion that I have no control on my future? Do I admit defeat, throw my arms up and surrender for some higher or grander plan outside my view? That doesn't make sense. Some great authority in the sky has already written the story that is my life. I think they fucked up somewhere, because there are some R-rated scenes in this otherwise PG story. But more than that, if I admit I have no control over my future, if every choice only affects the next moment and not all moments on, what does that mean for how I've survived all this time? Has it all been a waste of effort that I held up in my mind as some shining proof of concept? Has it all been a facade that I came to rely on as the only real thing I could count on? So many questions. So much to think and analyze in that one thought, and look at me. Overthinking again. How do I get out of my own head long enough to sort this out? Let's try some breathing. Okay. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And hold. 1, 2, 3. And slow exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. And hold. 1, 2, 3, and slow exhale. 1, 2, 3. None of it really matters at the end of the story. I, or some cosmic overlord of joy and pain, guiding the thread of my life through the fate's spindle. Who really cares? What I think I need to take away from this is the understanding that the old ways no longer serve to keep me safe. Overthinking can be another way to mentally self-harm. A perverse catharsis of pseudo-control and gaslighting into ideas and proven falsehoods that actually are subtle methods to tear down at my own self-image. If I believe I control my fate by every choice, big or small, then when something bad comes into my life, it's my fault for not seeing the signs or choosing more carefully. If things are going along well and something minor makes me stumble, that's my fault because I should have been paying better attention. See, that's the God mode of overthinking. It makes me, the only one to blame for bad times or hardships. I am the alpha and omega of my world, so if there's a famine or death, it's my fault. If there's a plague or drought, it's my fault. All the blame rests squarely on my shoulders alone because I made the choices that brought me to this point. How does that serve to benefit a positive self-image? How can I see myself as anything but the bad guy, villain in my own world, if all the bad is because of me and my choices? Again, during survival times, that was a benefit. This understanding kept me aware and vigilant about not abusing or using people or situations, but it serves no purpose anymore. I need to let it go. Lay it in the memory box of my past and thank it for helping me to still be standing now. It's not easy. I've utilized this method of self-harm for over 2 decades, and I'm not sure I know how to live without it. Is there a rehab for overthinking or changing one's thought process? Resolve to move forward and stop using overthinking as emotional, mental self-harm. I need to start allowing myself to accept that there are things I cannot control. There are moments that are not in my hands. No matter how much I cry or wallow, they will never be for me to decide. I need to start allowing myself to accept this as fact and not root through past choices that could have or should have gone differently to avoid this moment. Recalling all my past mistakes only brings the bad memories of troubled times into the peaceful security of my current life. Like inviting a fox into the hen house under the guise the fox could protect the hens better inside the coop than outside. Self-sabotage that only leads to dead hens and a fat, happy fox. I know what I need to do to help myself in this. I know I will slip up from time to time, and certain hard-locked behavior patterns are harder to break, but I have to believe in my ability to end this cycle. I did this to myself. I can and will allow myself to stop. Anything else is just an excuse to allow myself to continue in damaging patterns that serve no purpose but to reinforce incorrect negative thoughts and cut myself deeper. Thank you for letting me work through this. I hope this writing has helped you feel a little less alone, maybe a little more seen. Thank you for your continued support and encouragement on my healing path. Please remember, I appreciate you. You are valued in this world, and you matter.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back